Now I'll be taking you through AI in e-learning. So first of all, you have to explain the terms used, that is artificial intelligence, AI, and also e-learning, electronic learning. So what is artificial intelligence? AI. AI is the ability of machines to mimic human intellectual power. It performs tasks like learning. Okay, what is e-learning? Electronic learning. It is a type of learning that takes place through electronic devices and the internet. So some electronic devices like laptops, computers, smartphones, and also tablets. What is AI in e-learning? So let's look at the definition of the major topic, AI in e-learning. AI in e-learning simply means the use of electronic devices such as computers, laptops, smartphones, tablets, etc., and internet to enhance online education. So the following are some examples of AI which is used in electronic learning. First of all, chatbots such as ChatGPT for answering student questions. Secondly, platforms like Coursera uses AI for content suggestions, AI tutors for offering explanations, learning apps like Duolingo adapting to user performance. So here are some key benefits of AI in e-learning. First of all, AI increases learning efficiency. AI can personalize content, provide instant feedback, and help learners focus on weak areas, making the learning process faster and more effective. It encourages self-paced learning. Students can learn at their own speed using AI systems that adapt to individual progress, improving understandable and reducing pressure. Thirdly, it reduces teacher workload. AI tools can automate grading, content recommendations, and administrative tasks, freeing up time for teachers to focus on interaction and support. Lastly, it improves student engagement. AI-powered tools like chatbots, interactive lessons, and gamified learning keep students more interested and involved in their studies. So, here are some challenges of AI in e-learning. First of all, high cost of development. AI tutors learning to individual students' needs. It identifies weak areas and helps focus on them so students learn faster. So students learn faster and better. Data privacy and security issues. It's thirdly, it requires good internet access. So this means that when you don't have access to the internet, like you can't use these AI tools, or when there is a poor network at wherever you are, your environment or surroundings, you can't use AI tools. Lastly, teachers need training to use AI tools. Teachers in universities, SHS at the tertiary level, they need like special training to use these AI tools. Without the training, they can't use it for e-learning. Thanks very much.
Hello, I'm coming to talk about the emergence of learning management system. So before I start, let me define learning management system, or let me explain what is learning management system. Learning management system is a software that is designed purposely for administrational. It was designed purposely for educational purposes. Yeah, and learning management system, it came about when there was it came in mind that apart from the traditional and there should be another form of learning. So this is where universities and other big businesses started that we need to have another form of education that can track easy progress. So it came to mind that learning management system will be the best. So this is where I come. I'll move to my next slide. That's So as I said, I'm coming to my next slide. This is my next slide, the emergence of learning management system. So before, for my viewers or for my people to understand this very well, that is why I have demarcated it into three parts. So the first part is the use of learning management system. So with that one, this is where learning management system came about and how it started. Learning management system. First, learning management system came about when there was a lot of ideas on how or if they can change the form of learning. And since we since we know all form of learning was the traditional learning, there was no other form of learning attached to it. So businesses and universities came to say that we need another form of education that can be easily accessible, that can be interactive as compared to the traditional learning. So it, this is where the root started. And before I continue with my next point, I want to say that it started with it started in the 1960s, where people 1960 where it started, and it started with the CBT, that's the central based training. Yeah, that's how it started. Then we move to my next point, that's the technological advancement. With the technological advancement, um, since it was being concluded that yes, we are going to have such form of education. So it started, and it's a software. So the software engineers developed the thing, and it started. As in 1970s, it was developed. So it started in 1960s. The idea and everything started before 1970s, and it was developed in 1970, coming forward, and to 1970, they added some of the features, that's the multimedia features. First of all, it was being text and other small features. But right now, they added some text, they added some images, diagrams, and yes, they added some videos and other stuff. So so that it can be easy, so that it can be interactive, it can be catchy, so that when people visit the website, they will not be bored, they will not know what they are doing. So after that, then with during the 2000s, during the 2000s, no, technology has developed, and a lot of phones are being produced by um, many phone companies such as Samsung, iPhones, and other stuff. So they need to have, they need to know all of that phone should be able to access that form of software. So that's where the mobile compatibility come in. So with the mobile compatibility, in essence, the period was about breaking down the technological barriers that limit mobile phones to specific devices. The goal was to leverage the increasing ambiguity of mobile photo, mobile photos, extend educational opportunities, yes, beyond traditional learning. As I was saying, traditional learning was becoming boring, and making learning more flexible, accessible, and integrating into learners' daily life, regardless of the specific phone that the person is using. So if you are using or it doesn't matter the phone that you're using. If you're using Samsung and your other colleague is using Android phone or let's say Android Apple phone or another person is using another form of phone. So it doesn't matter the phone that you're using so that everybody can get access to the software that has been developed by the management. So here's where I'll end my presentation and my colleague will continue.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Felicia Fefakunedo, and I'm here to talk about future trends in e-learning, which I'm going to start with artificial intelligence and personalization. AI-driven systems will provide highly personalized learning experience, adapting content to individuals' learning style, space, and progress. Secondly, microlearning. Short focused free learning models will become more particular, catering of modules, busy schedules, and providing knowledge updates. Thirdly, mobile learning through mobile devices will increase on-go access and flexibility, particularly in remote and undesirable regions. Fourthly, lifelong and just-in-time learning. E-learning will support continuous develop access of lifetime, offering quite on-demand access to training and upskill resources. Fourthly, sustainability and accessibility. E-learning will increase focus on inclusive design, ensuring access to learning with disabilities and reducing the environmental impact on traditional education system. Thank
Yes, so hello, welcome to another exciting edition of Group 14 podcast. So today we'll be talking about e-learning. Yes, and then we also look at the misconceptions of e-learning. So not to waste time, let's begin. First and foremost, we'll talk about the myth that e-learning is easier than traditional learning. Yes, e-learning is easy, but it needs what? Self-motivation, because it's not in a traditional classroom setting that the teacher will be there to talk. Yes, so to talk about the topics and also help students learn. With the e-learning, it's flexible, dynamic, and also helps students learn at their own pace. That is why other people say it is easy. Now let's move on to the second one. E-learning is less effective than traditional learning. This is a myth that most people say, but it's very, very wrong and then untrue. E-learning is very, very effective than traditional learning. So with the traditional learning, the teachers are in class and then teach students. So let's say if a student is not very good and then learns at a slow pace, he or she may lack. But with the e-learning, since it can be done at your own comfort zone, at your own time, yes, students or slow learners find it very easy to learn, which makes it more effective than traditional learning. Last but not the least, we say that e-learning is isolating and then lacks interaction. And this myth is a very dangerous one. It's true. In the classroom, you have your friends around, your peers around, talk, discuss about things. E-learning can also, or with e-learning, all these things can also be inculcated. We have group discussions, webinar, Google Meets, and other stuff where students can meet to discuss topics and also learn. Yes, so finally, e-learning is very good, and I encourage all of you to join, use e-learning, learn.